Hello, freak bitches. Like, would I take advice on whether or not an episode of Game of Thrones is good from 3 people I thought were knuckleheads? Like, what if there's like 3 judges for TV shows? Like, well, the Game of Thrones finale, you know, I gave it a 100. You know, let's go to these judges. Nope, we decided it gets a 40. No fucking way.
Right.
And you go to school the next day, like, dude, you hear? Fucking Game of Thrones final got a 40? Bro, we lost.
It got a little ridiculous at the end.
Shut your mouth.
Oh my god!
Shut
I thought this last season was the best one.
Shut.
Oh come on!
Okay,
let me
better
ask
than
you.
your
Let me
mouth.
just ask you a couple questions.
I loved it.
Remember when they first escaped? The White Walkers, didn't like the water have something to do with it? Like they got on a boat, and for some reason they can't get in water. Right? That's the thing.
Right.
If it's they're ice.
Are you spoiler alerting the fuck out
No,
of this?
no. I'm just saying.
You're gonna spoiler alert.
Something.
Don't do this.
Something about the water.
Right.
They can't hang it.
There was a few holes.
All right.
There's a few holes
and now,
in the plot.
Who the fuck tied those chains around that dragon and dragged it up? Who went scuba diving and tied that dragon up?
You probably have to assume.
Who had are they that strong? They're not that strong because those dudes are fucking them up. They're not that strong. Who's carrying those gigantic chains down there underwater, tie up the dragon and drag it up? Who's doing that?
They did.
Well, they're all dead, so they probably don't give a shit
They
about
don't
the
like
cold
water.
water.
They couldn't go through the water.
They can't get into water.
He's right.
So how did they
That's
do it?
a big hole
It's a
right
big
there.
hole.
I'll accept the dragon. I'll accept it.
Yeah.
It's a
Fuck
very
it.
good point. It's
The
a very
dragon
good
I can
point.
accept.
That's a very legitimate
What happens
point.
when they hit the water, though? I don't remember.
They don't like water.
But they don't like it. But
Who
it's
No,
a
it's
fucking
tied
supposed to
the
keep
dragon
them
up?
from getting to ships. So islands, like to keep them from going to an island. That's why these other guys are like, fuck this, I'm going to an island. I'm going to wait on the Iron Island. Right?
Is it possible to
Yeah,
just
they don't
lower
like
the
water.
things down?
Eddie
No,
Bravo nailed it.
they cannot get into water for some reason. They established that several times, and then all of a sudden they cut. They don't show how they tied this goddamn dragon up with the chain. It's like one of those chains that you hold Navy ships to port, you know?
Yeah.
And who tied them up? They just cut to them dragging them out.
Watching that dragon
good
get
point.
pulled out, I can suspend a little. I can live with the inconsistency of the dead people dragging the dragon out of the ice
Who
water.
went
I can live with the
underwater?
inconsistency.
I can live with that, but I'm with him. I didn't even notice that when I was
didn't
watching
either.
the show.
I didn't either.
That they went in the water.
And I love Game of Thrones, man. I haven't missed
They
shit.
fucked up.
That just got me.
They fucked up. Yeah, they fucked up. It's a big hole. You're right.
Big
God damn
hole.
It. God damn it, you're right.
Maybe like in the lost episodes, they'll show how the fuck they
And-
tied that dragon up
Or
and
maybe it's
dragged
just
it
a
up.
big ass stupid hole.
Yeah. And did anyone catch it?
And you know what? You know what
No,
else?
no, I
you
think
know
no,
what
no,
else?
but
did they say, "Fuck it, let's do it
You know
anyway"?
what bothers me
What?
is we're led to believe that these different kingdoms like King's Landing and all that are like countries away. But man, they are traveling too damn quick. They get from one city to the next city. They're at the wall, and then they meet, and
And then they're in the snow, and
Come
then they're
on.
in the Bahamas.
and then they're walking over mountains. Like, dude, this can take months. It's almost like that whole kingdom is like Redondo Beach, West Hollywood, North Hollywood, Compton.
Yeah.
Do you know
mean
what I
like
mean?
when
Like
they're
it takes
all
20 minutes.
This fight is Mike Perry. It was supposed to be Mike Perry versus Thiago Alves.
He couldn't get out
But,
of Florida, right? Isn't that what he said? He couldn't get out of Florida, Alves?
Is that what happened?
Yeah. He was stuck in Florida, and Mike Perry's like, we came up early, so I don't want to hear that shit.
Is that really what happened?
I believe so, yeah.
That's terrible.
Do you ever think like when they show the armies walking through like fucking no man's land, like who's carrying the fucking food and where's the water at?
Hey, bro, you're fucking my high
When
up.
are they taking shits? I always think that. I'm like,
When
where
do
are
they
these
take their
motherfuckers
shits?
taking shits?
That's a good point. Like, what kind of sewage system do they have?
How
'Cause
bad
there's
is
No,
no
their
they're, just
breath?
they're just walking across deserts and
and
shit.
not shitting.
Yeah.
In ancient Rome,
There should be dudes taking pisses in every scene in the background.
there was
Like
a
dude-
big issue in ancient Rome. Like, people got diseases because they would shit in the streets.
Let's talk about that. Let's bring that in. Make it more realistic. I need
Yeah.
to see more shit.
You're right, man.
Yeah, I'd love
Or
to see.
food. Like, come on. Like, explain how these fuckers are eating.
I'd love to see Khaleesi dropping a deuce off the side of that fucking castle. How great would that be?
Dude, that'd be great.
Oh, man. Maybe the queen, maybe like she's a queen
And
of
those
dragons.
shots, I don't know. Those shots
Mother
were
of dragons.
those tight shots where they show Khaleesi on the dragon.
I don't
looks
care
like,
for that.
Like some. Remember the Superman TV show?
Yep.
You know,
Dude,
it just looks
she's
like
the
that.
mother of dragons. You don't think she knows how to ride a dragon?
And like
don't
her
like
hair's
that.
barely going, and she's
That's
barely
like
holding on.
somebody
to
watching you in a jiu-jitsu match. Like, oh, come on, man. You strangled that guy with his
the,
legs.
we gotta have a
No,
couple
you ever seen
guys
anybody
falling off
strangle
the
someone with
dragons
their
every
legs?
now and then. She got to fall off the dragon every now and then.
Didn't someone almost
just one
fall
or two
off a
accidents.
dragon? Oh, no, that was the Harry Potter ride.
She got to
Universal.
fall off. She's got to fall off once or twice. Come on, man. She's just like barely gripping.
No,
the
I do
dragon.
hate
Good
those shots
at
when they
that
go to
shit.
her riding the dragon. It drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
like
I
some,
don't
it's like some
those.
John Wayne
You
shit.
guys are both gay for each other because I thought that was the most awesome
I
thing
love
ever.
the show. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love it.
When she was riding that dragon, I was standing up cheering.
Because it looks green screen. Like the
And it is
dragons
kinda-
look better without
Isn't
her.
it kind of weird that all the rulers are women? Like, what kind of?
Some feminist shit. We're
Isn't
all
it?
full of
Isn't
murder.
that-
Just keep that murder coming. I'm happy. Look at it. She
It's
looks
like a bunch-
perfect there.
look at that.
Look how fake that looks.
Dude, come on, man.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Holding on to that dragon. Do you know how many spikes would be inside of her pussy right there?
Yeah.
I mean, where
the
you got
cape
is
should
there
be
like a
flapping more.
saddle? Where is it safe to stick your box? You gonna ride that thing?
She's between
Really?
spikes.
But
She's
look at the
between them.
spikes. Look at the size of the spikes.
Yeah.
Look how gross they are and scary and pointy.
Probably disease
and somehow
covered.
another. Oh yeah.
Well, her
fucking
grip strength must be incredible. They never
insane.
show her training.
dude.
That's
Her
true.
grip strength's out of this world.
She should have like a rock climbing wall in her castle.
Maybe she takes one of those spikes and she puts it down in her pussy and just clamps
Yeah.
a hold of it, and that's how
Does
she's
Kegels
flying.
the whole time?
She just has a spot that she can lock in, like a ball and socket joint. Oh, is this another really bad one? Look
Oh,
at
it's
that.
The
awful.
dragon's way bigger than that. Like,
Yeah, the
isn't
dragon's way
dragon
bigger.
is way bigger
I
than
hate
that.
the way she's holding on. And you're right, her whole
That
body
isn't
is on
right.
spikes.
That isn't right. When they show the dragon, sometimes it looks tremendous. It's huge.
Yeah, this is
That might
looks
be an older
like
episode,
That looks
though.
like a moray eel right
That might
there.
be smaller, though. It might be younger.
Oh, that might have been earlier days.
Oh, you're
'Cause it
right.
did get
You're
bigger.
right. You're right. You're right.
It
There
kept
was a
getting
baby.
bigger.
You're right. Okay, I'm wrong.
Didn't
gotta be
she?
nice.
She used it to kill a bunch of people, man. Some people in some of the last episodes.
Didn't she get
Dark.
out of the
Look at
chain-
that. Look how big it was there. Oh my God, that's a full-grown dragon.
Okay, I get it
Hold
now.
on a second. Look at that thing, dude. That's badass.
The movement of the dragon is amazing.
And
Her
you know
hanging
what?
on
I
is
will
stupid.
say this. I know that motherfucker's CGI, but when that White Walker threw that spear, I was like, when it missed the first time, like, fuck yeah.
I know.
Like, I
real.
feel like
Here we
it's
go.
alive.
Lee versus Ferguson.
They got me with the dragon. I
They're gonna
believe.
try to do
I believe
Johnson
it.
versus Borg again.
It was a virus, though, right? That kept him out?
He's missed weight a lot.
Oh.
He's missed weight a lot. Ray Borg has missed weight several times. And I don't know if he got sick while he was cutting weight, if other people around him. But it's just, God, you can't. Boy, that's a big opportunity to get sick for. And it can happen for sure, but oof.
Yeah.
I guess they have to do it again. They already trained for it.
Well,
One of the judges gave it 118 to 110 for Canelo.
you're
Adlai
kidding.
Bird.
Yeah.
Adlai Bird
Adelaide Bird did that?
wasn't. I mean,
Yeah.
think
What's
about
that?
about her record in the UFC.
Terrible.
118 to 110?
For Canelo.
Adlai Bird.
That's so crazy.
Is that a woman or a
Yeah,
man?
she's a woman. She's a very nice lady.
Wow, is
Ooh.
that fucking bad?
She's gonna get torched for that. No.
That's terrible.
I hope she stays offline.
And they have no accountability. It doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't. Nothing happens to them. They just keep right on being fucking horrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
I better piss. Jesus.
There was one woman who got in serious trouble for several really bad decisions, and she wound up retiring because it was like people were threatening her life. Mike Perry's a bad motherfucker. He's scary. It's hard. See that Jake
How do you
Ellenberger
think?
fight?
Like if I don't know, a casino owner or whoever is running like the gambling, the guy at the top, if he wanted to, let's just say
Rig it?
in a different, if he wanted to rig it, would you go after? How would you do? Go after the judges or the fighter?
I got your explanation too.
What
when you're ready
explanation?
for the Game of Thrones thing?
Okay.
Multiple tweets have come that said that they can't swim, but they can go in water. They just sink to the bottom.
Oh, so they sacrificed them.
Yeah.
But who's
that
carrying
makes
those
sense.
chains? They're not
They
strong
did.
enough to carry
They
those
did.
chains. Those chains were gigantic.
They just get
solid
hundreds of
steel.
them.
They just sink them. I don't know.
I don't
watch
they get
the-
hundreds
yeah.
of them. I mean, they
so
drag
they
the
can't
dragon
swim.
out.
They just sink.
But wait a minute, they drag the dragon out.
How did
If
they-
they're strong enough to drag the dragon out, why aren't they strong enough to take the chains in?
Dude, a lot
that
of
doesn't
holes
make
in
any
there.
sense.
Or they're still down
Less
there.
holes now.
Or whoever put them down there is still down there.
Makes sense. You just sacrifice them, let them stay at the bottom of the water. They can't get out. That doesn't make sense.
So they're just walking
No, you're
around
right.
chaining
Why
them
can't
up.
they just walk
They're-
out?
How
Why
are you
don't they
gonna?
just walk
you know how
out?
hard it'd be to chain them up. Even if you had cranes and all this shit to chain that thing up, you'd have to have James Cameron down there with that little submarine trying to scope it out for a while. You know what I mean? Try to bring that shit up like the Titanic.
Keith Peterson. Another excellent referee.
That would be way
Powerful
harder
neck
than the
tattoos.
Titanic. A dead body.
No, it wouldn't be harder than the Titanic. The Titanic's like miles deep into the water.
Is that like 13,000 feet down?
Yeah.